Hey, welcome to the Restaurant Coach Podcast. It is the cure for the common restaurant. I am very honored to be joined today by Niko Kiouftis from the California Grill out in Los Angeles area. What city are you actually in, Niko?
Whittier, California. So about
Whittier,
15, 20
California.
minutes away from downtown LA.
Yeah. And just full disclosure, Niko is a member of my Restaurant Accelerator program, my coaching program. He's like a lot of entrepreneurs and restaurateurs that understand that if you want to get better, you want to have a coach, you want to take yourself to the next level. And Niko's been doing such a great job. I've been very, very impressed by the progress he's made. In fact, I'm so impressed, I decided to invite him down to Scottsdale to be a speaker at my annual event called the Restaurant Success Summit here in Scottsdale, Arizona. It's going to be October 24th, 25th, 26th, 3 days, 18 workshops, 8 speakers. Niko's going to be one of them. And he's got some really, really cool stuff going on that I wanted him to share with you. Now, today we're not going to go into it a lot. We're going to kind of give you a teaser because we definitely want you to come out to the Restaurant Success Summit. But first off, Niko, why don't you tell listeners a little bit about your background? Because you have some background I didn't know about you. There's some really cool stuff I didn't know about you.
Yeah, man. So I'm Greek, so Greeks, restaurants, fast food, they go hand in hand. That's the first thing that we learn, when we get over here. So, at a very young age, I started the business, right before I could see over the counter. I did that child labor kind of deal, so it's all good. I got to learn a lot. I was mentored by real estate guys and also I went to the Cordon Bleu in Pasadena. So I was one of the youngest sous chefs for the Marriott Hotel in Disneyland, or Marriott Hotel in Anaheim, next to Disneyland. So I had a lot of great experiences. Worked for bars, nightclubs, other Greek restaurant owners, and ran my own places too. So California Grill, we just took it to the next level. And this is one of my favorite brands. We've had other brands as well. We've had California Grill Express, Board's Grill, and a chain of Bob's Burger restaurants. So it's in my blood. Restaurants and real estate.
That's it. Yeah, and so since you've kind of taken over the helm of California Grill, what are some new things that you've implemented that you've helped really kind of take that revenue to that next level? What are a couple of things?
Yeah, so we have 21 virtual ghost kitchens that we run out of this one location.
That's crazy. 21 virtual ghost kitchens.
21 virtual ghost kitchens. Great. And we just manage and diversify and cross utilize our menus and really take advantage of it. You know what I mean? So that's definitely a key factor of what helps out with the labor and the inflation, all that other stuff that we've been going through. But we've been doing it for the last 3 years now. Right before COVID, we had started, soft rolling it. And as COVID hit, we kind of did a, monopoly takeover, let's just say. And, at the same token, I also launched off my meal kit company as well. So, we're getting into the retail business and, we ship nationwide now. So,
we've had pretty exciting. Yeah.
Yeah. No, we've had a lot of great opportunities, man. And we really took advantage of it. So it's super exciting. Thank you.
and what do you think of all these new revenue streams that you have going for California Grill? What are you most excited about expanding on? Do you think it's the meal kits? Do you think it's what do you think is the area that you really want to focus on, especially in the new year 2023? What do you think you want to kind of double down on?
Yeah, so actually, really excited. We just got our full liquor license about a month ago, so that's been the primary focus. And if you don't got liquor, man, you definitely need it. It helps out. That's for sure. I mean, our bills went from, I think it was like $32. Now they're jumping up to $48 average. You know what I mean? So it's a nice bump. It's like you're getting, everybody that's coming in, and the couple that was spending $40 for lunch, now they're spending $90. When you drop in 2 drinks there. You know what I mean? So I think it's a really exciting time for us, especially with, celebrity mixologists that we brought on. And, we're doing some really nice collaborations and bringing on, great opportunities with, whiskey dinners, tequila dinners. And, that's kind of the primary focus right now is really pushing that alcohol envelope. And, we got a bunch of other things, too, that are coming up. So, I don't want to spoil all the fun, but, a lot of exciting things,
What was well? So just so everyone knows too, I was out at your place last month when I was at the Western Food Show speaking. I stopped by your restaurant real quick, and you gave me a tour. Place is amazing, by the way.
Thank you.
Looks fantastic. I mean,
Thank
just
you.
the service. Those, if you ever go, if you're out in his market, stop by a California Grill and look. Wait till you see the sizzling fajitas. I mean, they are like no joke. They are like a game on, full on. I thought it was like a 4 alarm fire. It was smoking so much. They're like crazy. I've never seen fajitas like that, like on fire, like flaming up like that and smoking like that. It was great.
We're a smoke show, man. We
You
like
are
to
a smoke
we
show.
like to bring the heat, baby.
Yeah, and you just recently gotten your liquor license. You had to jump back there and bartend a little bit too when I was there.
Hey, I'm a veteran in that field too. So I've had a lot of bar back experience. So I know a few things or two, but I'm always polishing up my game. So I hire people that are way more intelligent in that field, and I learn from them. So we bounce off of each other, and that's the experience, man. It's all constantly leveling up.
So when people think about ghost kitchens and stuff like that, a lot of times I think they're a little hesitant. What would you say if people are hesitant about doing a ghost kitchen? Just like say screw it and do it?
I mean, it's just like everything else, man. If you're going to sit there and you're going to try to perfect it, you're never going to launch. You know what I mean? So It's like you got to launch and you learn from the experience. So, if you're thinking about it or have been on the fence for, doing it, I would say jump and go. It's like, what else are you going to do? It's like if you're I can't, I don't have the right terminology for it, but dude, if you're jumping out of a damn plane, man, a pararescue.
You gotta hit the ground, man.
You gotta hit the ground, baby.
Baby. You gotta jump, gotta pull that damn chute.
You gotta pull it. You gotta pull the cord, man. So if you don't pull the cord, you ain't flying, dude.
So now a lot of people might think, oh my God, 21 ghost kitchen concepts. That's a lot. What's your favorite concepts out of the ghost kitchens? Which ones do you have that you think is like your favorite ones?
I mean, we have some cool ones. We have some personal ones that we run, and we also have some fun ones that we do and collaborate with some YouTube celebrities. So those are out there. You know what I mean? So those are really cool, and it's exciting to see like these little kids that come in that follow these YouTubers and they're like, dude, I want a Mr. Beast burger.
So they go, Mr. Beast?
Oh yeah, we do Mr. Beast. So
that's pretty cool.
It's nuts, dude. I mean, the power of YouTube and the power of some of these collaborations that we have with some people, it's pretty crazy. I mean, they come down here and they're like, where is he, or this or that, or and they're like, where's a sticker? Can I get a sticker? Or whatever the case is. It's fun. It's fun. I mean, there's a lot of opportunity, and not only that, it opens up to more. I mean, customers like, I didn't know you did this, and I didn't know you did that, and yeah, I mean, we get them to experience different sides of the menu, so, we got a pretty big menu, man. We have we have pastas, we have burgers, we have salads, we have omelets, we have burritos, we have baby back ribs, we have all types of seafood. We have fajitas, so we got a nice, diverse California cuisine menu, so it's pretty cool,
It's cool. And then, I know a lot of people are struggling with staffing and stuff like that. What do you think is your number one reason that you don't seem to have the problems with staffing?
I mean, everybody wants to work for us, man. I mean, we do a pretty good job. We have a lot of technology behind us, and we're very responsive. We've automated a lot of the processes, and we have a badass tech stack. I mean, people see the restaurant, they want to come and work for it. They want to see all the excitement. They see the IG, they see the video, the collaborations that we do, and it's a fun working environment, man. So
yeah, you're pretty aggressive on social media too, and you do a lot of collaborations. How did a lot of that stuff come about? Did you reach out to them first? They reached out to you? I mean, did you have to get aggressive?
It's they hit me up, I hit them up. I mean, that's you just got to be aggressive, man. I mean, I contact people that I wouldn't think would do it. They go, yeah, we've been watching you. You know what I mean? And they're like, yeah, so it's, you got to be active. You got to be proactive. You got to be, you got to be hitting them socials. You got to be hitting them DMs. You got to be hollering, and people holler back. That's for sure.
So social media is like, again, a huge part of your brand, and I highly recommend. What's your Instagram for social media?
California Grill.
That's it. OG. That's it.
OG, baby. Original.
Original
That's
gangsta
right.
California
That's right.
Grill.
That's
And
right.
then, I mean, you guys are pretty aggressive on social media. Do you think a lot of restaurants don't take advantage of social media nowadays?
I mean, they're not consistent with it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And that's the key. You know, you got to be consistent with it. You got to hit them with the stories. You got to hit them with the lives. I think it's a very big key component. You know, we have nothing to hide. We show behind the scenes. We show, you know, how we make some food. You know, we showcase our employees.
Yeah.
You know, we showcase our customers. You know, we show them having a good time. You know, so I think it's very necessary. You know, and you know, you got to do an omni channel. You know, you got to hit them from the YouTube. You got to do the TikToks. You got to do the, you know, the IG, the Facebook. You know, because each one to their own. You know what I mean? So you know, there's if you're not hitting every single thing, text messaging, email, you know, next door. You know what I mean? Like there's so many different
Yeah.
types of platforms that are people on, and you know, they're creatures of habit. You know, you're gonna get, you know, people that, you know, are only on IG. You're going to get people that are only on TikTok. You're going to get people that are only on
Right.
YouTube, you know, so you got to be making sure you hit every angle, you know, not just being, you know, one dimensional. You definitely got to be 3D.
So as far as like tech stack, what's some of your favorite tech you like?
There's so many, you know, there's so many. I've been really geeking out on a lot of AI and, you know, a lot of, you know, a lot of our new tech that's coming out. You know, we're doing a lot of beta testing for Toast. You know, we're doing a lot of, you know, new things that we're working on, like from our California Grow University and, you know, our development and, you know, franchising. And, you know, there's a lot of cool things that we're working on. So I, I, I would say social media number one, and automation number two, and number three is, you know, having the right point of sale. You know,
Very
would
cool.
be the key elements. You know, you have to have a very good CRM in order for you to be constantly in front of your customers. You know.
And you guys have a mailing list, right?
Oh yeah.
How often do you hit your mailing list, your email list?
I mean, we touch on it maybe once a week, you know,
Yeah.
at minimum, you know,
Yeah.
with a text or two per week too. You know what I mean? So,
Mhm.
you know, we're constantly hitting it, you know, and DMing and, you know, and, you know, just, you know, touching everywhere, you know, as much
Yeah.
as we
I think
can, you know, so.
data is like the new gold. I mean, I think that's a new kind of frontier. Is like you want to capture those names and email addresses. You had a really cool thing there when I was there, and I was like, in fact, we got a picture of us. You have this mirror. It looks like a mirror, but it's actually a selfie mirror, right?
Yep. It's
And
a
it's
photo booth.
really
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, the photo booth, right?
Yeah.
But it's really cool because after you take the picture, it asks you for your email address to get the picture.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
Yep.
kind of got you. If you want the picture, that's cool, but I gotta get your email address out
I
of it,
got,
right?
yeah, you know, you must pay before you pump. You know what I mean?
That's it. That's it. So for like Wi-Fi at your restaurant, do you do free Wi-Fi, or do you have to use some kind of some kind of Wi-Fi service where they have to give you an email address to get Wi-Fi?
So yeah, we have free Wi-Fi, but you know, we have a splash page and all that kind of good stuff. So
Hmm.
you know, it's another source of lead magnet. You know, so we have multiple lead magnets from our websites to you know, the mirror to you know, using some other products with some other speakers that you have that are going to be on board, like Zach from Ovation.
Yep, Zach's
So
awesome.
yeah, we're doing the reputation management deal with them, and you know, yeah, I mean, as long as you're constantly trying to, you know, intake and play with the data, I mean, that's number one thing. You know, you got to
Yeah,
make sure you're hitting it. You know, whether it's going to be physical or digital, you know, you got to make sure you hit it.
very very cool. Yeah, and then if you had to kind of think about if you had to do it over again, would you have focused on more ghost kitchens? Would you have focused on more meal kits? Would you have focused on more marketing? What would you if you had to like start over from scratch? What would be like your like I would hit this hard.
um, Man, that's a tough question, and a great question too. You know, I'm glad I did it the way I did it. You know what I mean? Because
Mm-hmm.
you know, it was COVID, man. I mean, we were
Oh yeah,
doing
yeah.
whatever the hell we could. You know, I was hitting the freaking IGs. I was going crazy. I was hard in the paint, bro. Like we were like constantly thinking, I'm like, how can I work with this? How can I do that? How can I do this? How can I get to that guy that can't get here because they're locked in their house? You know what I mean? So
Right.
I figured out how to get to them. You know, and and the way it was, launching the virtual kitchens and really finding great success with that. And then the meal kits. I mean, I would do it the same all over again, so, I would actually 10X, what I did, you know what I mean? And automate and do it faster. You know what I mean? So, because I was afraid too, it was like, shit, am I doing too much? Am I not doing enough? Am I, but now I'm like, no, dude, you got to be annoying, and you got to sit there and you got to just continuously hit it, and hit it hard. And people they appreciate that. They like it. You got to be in front of them because you're dealing with multi-billion-dollar companies that, are doing the same shit, so what they're doing, you got to make sure you're doing too. They're hitting it physically. They're hitting it television. They're hitting the email. They're hitting the freaking, the postcard. They're freaking blowing you up, dude, so you got to do the same damn thing, and 10X it, that's for sure, and
you got to.
I wish I did it. I wish I dropped more money on Facebook advertising in COVID, and we would have definitely had a big ass monopoly, so.
Speak about Facebook advertising. You're advertising pretty aggressively, right, on Facebook?
I've slimmed down a little bit because of what's going on with all the the AI and all the new advertising, so on and so forth. I mean, at one point we were doing $10,000 a month in Facebook advertising. You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
Yeah, we were dropping big money, but we were also making big money back from the meal kits and all that stuff. But with logistics and everything else and pricing going up and so on and so forth, we brought it down on a more local scale. Because we just don't have the multi millions that billions that we're dealing with some of these guys like Freshly and stuff. You know what I mean? So, and we're gonna attack it and approach it a different way. And as we grow with our ghost kitchens and our franchisees and whatnot, that's how we're gonna open up to different markets. So we trialed and errored. We figured out all the all the pain points. We figured out the logistics of it all, and now we're ready to rock and roll.
Very cool. Also, too, if you are looking for a really badass brand, if you want to get into the restaurant business and you want to open up a franchise, I highly recommend getting into the California Grill franchise model. Niko, not only do you get a great franchise concept, but also Niko and I have worked it out where you also get some coaching with me too. So, we're gonna make sure you don't fail, right?
No, you're gonna get hands on and
hands-on. Yep. We're going to make sure you don't fail. That's for sure, man. We're going to make sure that you are set up for success. So not only do you get a solid, a ground up, a brand in a box franchise concept that Niko has worked out. And trust me, this is years and years of trial and error. A lot of error,
Lots of errors.
A lot of successes.
Lots of sleepless nights.
On the right path. And now I decided that now I'm ready to franchise this thing out. And then he says, like, hey, man, what would it take to get you involved, too, to do some coaching to make sure these people don't, have a safety net? And I was like, hey, I'm all in, man. So, CaliforniaGrill.com. Check it out. If you're looking to expand that brand out, it's a great concept. The food, I have to say, franchising is one of the things I tend to shy away from. But I'm telling you right now, Niko and his team have a really, really solid. I'm kind of like wondered where's your videographer? You usually have a videographer following you around every day.
I usually do. He had to catch up some stuff, today. So I'm like, hey, do your thing. I got a podcast to hit with Donald here, and I got to get on the road here soon too. So I wanted to chit chat with you real quick, say what's up, holler at your people.
Very awesome. So again, if you want to grab a ticket, Niko's going to be there. I'm going to be there. We got 6 other speakers. I got Bruce Irving, Smart Pizza Marketing, Carl Osborne from Delivering to Digital Restaurants going to be there. Bruce Irving. Did I already say Bruce Irving?
Yep. We
Bruce
got
Irving,
Zach
Smart Pizza
Oates from
Marketing.
Ovation.
Zach from Ovation is going to be there. Chef James Avery from the Bonnie Reed in New York. He was a chef on Hell's Kitchen. He ran the Blue Kitchen for Gordon Ramsay for years. That's awesome. He's a really cool, great, down-to-earth guy. Bo Bryant, the Restaurant Giant's going to be here. It's going to be a great show. I got Yugal Adado from San Francisco. Actually, he's from San Diego. He's going to be in speaking about leadership. He's a really good friend, really a great expert about leadership, stuff like that. So it's going to be a great experience. Would love to have you come down. It's very limited, just so you know. It's only 50 seats because we're holding it at a private residency. So 50 seats. When they're gone, and they always sell out. So I would highly recommend jumping in, grabbing a ticket to the Restaurant Success Summit. You just go over to www.restaurantsuccesssummit.com. you want to check out Niko's place, CaliforniaGrill.com. And we will see you in Scottsdale. I'll see you pretty soon in Scottsdale, my friend.
We'll see you soon, you guys. Thank you so much. You guys have a wonderful weekend. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Donald. I'll talk to you soon, my brother.
Thanks, man.